Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 17, Text number 2. Vrishamrunala dhavalam mehantam iva bibhyatam vepamanam padaikena sidantam shudrataditam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The bull was as white as a lotus flower. He was terrified of the Shudra who was beating him, and he was so afraid that he was standing on one leg, trembling and urinating. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The next symptom of the age of Kali is that principles of religion, which are all spotlessly white, like the white lotus flower, will be attacked by the uncultured Shudra population of the age. They may be descendants of Brahmana or Kshatriya forefathers, but in the age of Kali, for want of sufficient education and culture of Vedic wisdom, such a Shudra-like population will defy the principles of religion, and persons who are religiously endowed will be terrified by such men. They will declare themselves as adherents of no religious principles, and many isms and cults will spring up in Kali Yuga only to kill the spotless bull of religion. The state will be declared to be secular or without any particular principle of religion. And as a result, there will be total indifference to the principles of religion. The citizens will be free to act as they like, without respect for sadhu, shastra and guru. The bull standing on one leg indicates that the principles of religion are gradually diminishing. Even the fragmental existence of religious principles will be embarrassed by so many obstacles, as if in the trembling condition of falling down at any time. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So this chapter is called Punishment and Reward of Kali, and describes in great detail how Maharaj Parikshit dealt with Kali. It was during the reign of Maharaj Parikshit. Kali Yuga set in, and so how a great devotee king like Parikshit dealt with Kali Yuga is going to be described in this chapter. And in the verse which began yesterday, Sutta Uvacha, Sutta Goswami said, after reaching that place, Maharaj Parikshit observed a lower caste Shudra, dressed like a king, was beating a cow and a bull with a club as if they had no owner. And in today's verse we see the bull was as white as a white lotus flower. He was terrified of the Shudra who was beating him, and he was so afraid that he was standing on one leg, trembling and urinating. Vrisham Mrinala Dhavalam. Mrinala is a lotus. Dhavalam is a white lotus. and Vrusha is the bull. And this Vrisham, Mrunala Dhavalam Vrisham, what was the bull doing? Mehantam iva bibhyatam, was urinating, mehantam, mehana, and bibhyantam, out of fear. And vepamanam padaikena, and was trembling. Ekena pada, just standing on one leg. And why was all this happening? Because sidantam shudrataditam. And he was terrified by that Shudra, dressed like a king. We saw that in the previous verse. And Taditam, he was causing distress, he was attacking. So the bull, Vrisham, was as white as a lotus flower, Mrunala Dhavalam. He was terrified, Bibhyatam, of the Shudra who was beating him, Shudra Thaditam, Sidantam. And he was so afraid, Bibhyatam, and he was standing on one leg, Padhaikena, trembling, Vepamanam, and urinating, Mehantam. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada has described, in fact, I don't know, maybe if you see count, about 6 or 8 times, Prabhupada has used the word principles of religion. And principles of religion are also spotless and dazzling white, like Mrunala Dhavalam. Generally, people don't like religion these days, especially young people, because they have had some bad experience with religious people, religious leaders, which is a fact. We read in the newspapers of some godmen, they did this, did that. But that does not mean there is no true religion, true practitioner of religion. Prabhupada gave the example. Sometimes you may come across a fake note. Right? In our temple, in the hundi, when we send the notes to the bank, they will return a few notes every month. They say these are fake notes. So it happens. So just because we come across a few fake notes now and then, does not preclude that there are no genuine, bona fide notes in the society. In the same way, there may be examples of fake religious people, religious practices. That does not mean there is no genuine religion. We have to be careful. That is the meaning. That's the outcome. Just like when you are you are transacting in some small kirana store or somewhere, you make sure you get the note, 100 rupee note, you look at it, make sure it's... So in the same way, we have to be careful especially in Kali Yuga, to understand whether someone is teaching genuine religious principle or have just made up something. Rupa Goswami says, Shruti Smruti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidhim Vina Aikantike Harer Bhaktir Utpatyaiva Kalpate. If a religious principle is not, or principles of Hari Bhakti is not based on Shruti, Smruti, Purana, Adi, Pancharatra Vidhim Vina. If the principles of Bhakti are not founded on Shruti, Smruti, Purana and Pancharatra, these are all the foundational literatures in the Vedas. Shruti refers to the Vedas and the Upanishads. Smriti refers to Purana, Ramayana, Mahabharata and such other literatures. Purana, Puranas and Pancharatra. Great devotees like Narada have written Pancharatras on different aspects of Bhakti. And if Hari Bhakti is not based on these principles given in the Vedic literatures, it utpatyaiva kalpate. It simply creates a disturbance in the society. That is why you see Srila Prabhupada trained us that whenever we are referring to anything in the Shastra, we are always referring to anything we are discussing philosophy, we always refer to the Shastras, we refer to the previous Acharyas, and we repeat that. We may not be very realized. We are not very realized, or at least some of us are not very realized, but because we repeat what the Acharyas have stated, what the Shastras are saying, what we are saying is genuine. Prabhupada gave the example. Suppose there is a child, and the child asks the father, "What is this?" And the father, who is an older person, he is a well-educated person, and he says, "Oh, my dear child, this is this." And the child says, "Oh, this is it." And the child repeats, "This is this." If the child is repeating what the father has told, then it will be correct. In the same way, we always have to refer to the Shastras and the previous Acharyas. Then we are in touch with the spotless and pure religious principles. When Srila Prabhupada was founding ISKCON in New York, there was a attorney who was helping him with the legal papers to incorporate a religious non-profit organization. And then Srila Prabhupada, and the attorney would come sometimes in the morning, and Prabhupada would be giving class. And then he would sit at the back on a chair. He was an elderly man, and he would wait for Prabhupada to finish the class. And then after the class, he would bring the papers, and Prabhupada was reading, those documents, incorporation documents. And so the attorney said one day, he would respectfully call Prabhupada Swamiji, and said, "Swamiji, if you have all these prohibitions," because Prabhupada used to say, no meat eating, no intoxication, no cigarettes, no alcohol, no coffee and tea, no illicit connection with women, only marriage, no gambling. So the attorney, who was like a well-wisher, he was also an elderly man, Prabhupada was an elderly man, he was trying to help him. So he said, "Swamiji, if you have all these principles, you will not get any followers in America." you should be slightly liberal and you should allow all this. At least some of these things you should allow. So, Prabhupada said, no, I have come to represent the pure Vedic culture. I cannot make compromises to please the Americans. If I don't get any followers, that's okay. I'll go back to my country, I'll go back to Vrindavan. Just to please the Americans and to make followers, I'm not ready to change the principles, because these principles are coming from the Vedic literatures. In fact, I didn't mark it. When I was young in Krishna consciousness, we used to hear these things, right? These are some of the things that we hear from Prabhupada's teachings, that referring to the Shastra. But very early we heard about the 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, all these things. So later on, another occasion when I was reading the Bhagavatam, it was in the first canto, the 4 regulative principles are mentioned. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit connection with women. Is right there in the Bhagavatam verse. And when I read that, see how Prabhupada, whatever he has told, it's there in the Shastra. In fact, Prabhupada had a similar experience when he was going to the Gaudiya Math. Once Prabhupada had gone to the Gaudiya Math, his guru's institution, and the guru was somewhere in the terrace and there were a few devotees. And suddenly a snake came in the garden. And all the people and all the visitors, devotees, they were all terrified. They didn't know what to do. And they were here, there, and then Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur came onto the terrace. He was there, and he said, take a stick and kill it. And everyone was surprised. Acharya is telling kill a snake. Should be supposed to be compassionate to all living entities. And he was little surprised, and Prabhupada was heard this and he was also surprised. But later on he found in the Bhagavatam, it says, when there is a snake, you should kill it. Because they disturb human society. It is understandable. So this is not some sentimental religion. And so when Srila Prabhupada read that, he said, look at my Guru, how everything he is saying is according to the Shastra. He also felt a kind of a confidence. So, religious principles are actually, pure religious principles are pure and dazzling white. But it is not being presented, it is not being taught, and many often in Kali Yuga we come across religious principles which are just made up by somebody, not properly founded on scriptures, not as it is established by the acharyas. And hence the Shastras say, Bhagavatam says, people of Kali Yuga are manda bhagyaha. They are unfortunate. We are unfortunate in Kali Yuga because even those of us who are religious, who want to be a little practice, we fall into the trap of so many not so bona fide godmen and may get misled. Now, here this word, if somebody reads in modern India, this verse, they will get very enraged. Shudra thaditam. Oh, you are telling Shudras are disturbing. Actually, Prabhupada clarifies these things. Here the word Shudra, Brahmana, Kshatriya, this is not a caste based on birth, but it's a classification of the society which is based on education, culture, practice, and profession. As Krishna describes Chaturvarnyam, Maya Shrishta Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. This Vibhagashaha is guna and karma, nothing to do with birth. We have all heard that how Prabhupada said, son of a doctor cannot automatically claim, I am also a doctor. Because my father was a doctor, so I'm also a doctor. Maybe the father is a doctor, so in the house there is a lot of discussion about medical profession. From a young age there is an inspiration. So there is a good chance he will also go to a medical school. It happens, right, many times. Father and mother are doctors, son. What is your son doing? He's doing medical college. He's going to medical college. It happens. So that's possible. So if somebody is born in a Brahmana family, there is a natural encouragement for Brahmanical life, but he has to be trained to be called a Brahmana. I will be careful. He or she should be trained to be called a Brahmana. Sometimes people get angry in modern days. You're only mentioning he. What about all the she? Surely. So, Brahmana means Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. One who knows Brahman, the absolute truth, the spiritual reality. He is a Brahmana. And contrasting, Shudra is somebody who is ignorant and laments unnecessarily. He is called a Shudra. And that way, you see, because there is no spiritual training in modern society, we lament about so many unnecessary things. And hence, the Shastras say, in Kali Yuga, more or less the population is a Shudra population. Kalau Shudra Sambhavaha. Largely Kali Yuga, it is a Shudra population. Shudra means not trained spiritually, not educated on spiritual matters, and simply has a material conception of life. Life means this life in this body, that's all. So one who is vision and understanding is limited to material conception of life. Life means life in terms of this bodily existence. And when this body ceases to exist, life is over. And so try to maximize the good things of our life now. And don't worry about anything else. This kind of a conception, Dehatma Buddhihi. Buddhihi usually means intelligence. It also means conception. An intellectual conception. A reasoned conception. So largely people have a reasoned conception because of training and ill education, that their conception is, this Deha is Atma. Atma means self, myself. When I say myself, it is me and my body. So such a Dehatma Buddhi, person who is having such an education, such an understanding, living a life on that understanding, he is called a Shudra. So we know how before we came in touch with Srila Prabhupada's books, practically we all lived like that. Even though some may be born in a Brahmana family. So the reality is, This is the matter of reality. This is the matter of fact. We are all not educated on spiritual matters. There is a minimal, some social, customary practices in everyone's family. So, please do not, one should not take these messages, these instructions in a different way. Sidam tam shudrataditam. Oh, there was a Shudra who was attacking the religious principles, dharma, which is actually white like the spotless and dazzling white principles of religion. And Srila Prabhupada talks a few things. I'll be conscious of time. They're waiting. Prabhupada also has described that how actually society should be governed according to the principles of, according to the spotless principles of religion given in the Shastras, as explained by the Acharyas and as explained to the contemporary world by the Guru. That's why it is called Sadhu Shastra, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Shastras are the Vedic literatures. Sadhu is somebody who has practiced the Vedic literature and has perfected. They are actually sadhus. Of course, sometimes anyone who is practicing, they're all called sadhus. But if you want to know that technically sadhu means a perfected person, the previous acharyas, they are all sadhus. And the world keeps changing. And so there is an acharya, there is a guru who contemporizes, makes some changes according to the practical necessity of the society, but he is well fixed in Shastra and he is fixed in the teachings of the Acharyas. He is a self-realized person. Such a person is a guru. That is the standard of a guru. Vede gai yahara charito. The Vedas describe his attributes. That is the qualification of a guru. Because guru means somebody who will extricate the soul which is caught up in the material world and take it back to the spiritual world and place it at the lotus feet of Krishna. Yahara prasade bhai ye bhava toriyaya Krishna prapti ho yaha hoite. The gurus, by the mercy of Guru, one will cross over the ocean of material existence. Yahara prasade bhai ye bhava toriyaya. Bhava tharana. Bhava tharana. Bhava means bhava roga. Like the material existence, the soul taking birth after birth, again and again, life after life. That's called the bhava roga of the soul. Because the soul does not have to be here in the material atmosphere. So, Yahara prasade bhai, ye bhava toriya, tarana. In Sanskrit it is tharana, to become freed or to cross over. Krishna prapti ho yaha hoite, and attain the association of Krishna. See, we talk about all these things, but Srila Prabhupada often reminded, please don't think that this is all myth and it is some fantasy, some, you will associate with Krishna. No, these are actual things. Krishna again and again says, in fact, Krishna uses these very words. Ashraddha dhana purusha dharmasya asya parantapa aprapya mam vartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Aprapya mam. You will not achieve me if you don't have Shraddha in this and practice this. So, Srila Prabhupada appealed sometimes, please have faith in the words of Krishna. These are Krishna's words. This is not some kind of a fantasy, some type of an imagination. No. Yat gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. When Krishna says, you will come to me, that is my abode. This is not a myth. So we must have faith in the words of the Shastra. That's exactly what Krishna is saying. If you don't have Shraddha in this, Ashraddha dhana purusha dharmasyasya parantapa aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani. Aprapya mam aprapya. You will not attain me. If you doubt the words of Krishna given in the Gita and the Bhagavatam. So we take these words very seriously. This is one of the characteristics of Srila Prabhupada's teachings and the teachings of our acharyas. They take the words of Krishna very seriously. If Krishna is saying, aprapya mam nivartante mrityu samsara vartmani, you can, in other words, Krishna is saying, you can mam prapya. You can come to me. And that Shraddha is a function of our spiritual advancement. So, Guru Sadhu Shastra, a Guru who is well fixed, Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. This is what the Upanishad says also. Tadvignanartham sa gurumeva abhigachet Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. He is a Shrotriya, he has heard this knowledge from his Guru, from the Parampara, and he is Brahmanishta. He is Nishtha. He is fixed in Brahman, in spiritual realization. That is a Guru. And so such a Guru can, understanding the place and time and circumstances, he makes certain changes. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in Gaudiya Math, everybody used to chant 64 rounds. Every day. So when Prabhupada started ISKCON, he also told devotees, you must chant 64 rounds. The Western devotees, they kept, whole day we are chanting. Prabhupada, this is not possible. So Prabhupada said, okay, chant 32 rounds every day. And they tried. And they came back and said, Prabhupada, 32 is also too much. Then Prabhupada said, all right, chant 16 rounds every day. And they tried chanting 16 rounds. Oh, they came back to Swamiji, 16 rounds also not possible. They were hoping he will make it 8. You can see what's the next number coming. Right? So Prabhupada said, nothing doing. 16 is the minimum. You see, like this, the Guru fixes the standards according to contemporary society. What should be done, what should not be done. So, like this, Guru Sadhu Shastra should guide our personal lives, it should guide our family lives, it should guide our community life, it should guide our national life, and it should guide internationally. Humanity should be guided by Sadhu, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. But today, these things are not accepted. The government says we are secular, we are indifferent to Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. We have nothing to do with it. You see how it is? So, naturally, the society becomes indifferent. There is no government support for a practice of religion. But of course, it's all very complicated. It's not so easy. So many fake godmen are there. Government has no ability to distinguish all this. Because the government, the people, they are all simply elected, right? By the common ignorant people elect. Ignorant people who are in the Dehatma Buddhi conception elect another leader who is also strongly fixed in Dehatma Buddhi conception, and they form the government. So what can we expect? We cannot expect so much. And so the government takes up these kind of policies to be secular and tries to be indifferent to religious principles. So, and hence it is expected in Kali Yuga the unqualified people. They will continue to attack the principle, the spotless principles of religion. And that's the purport of these things. And we will see further in the next few verses in the coming classes. We'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. We have some more announcement and celebrations. Request all of you to stay back. Hare Krishna. Should I sit here or I should be here? Hare Krishna. We are very happy to have the concluding ceremony of the book distribution. All of you have participated in book distribution of Srila Prabhupada's books to enlighten the society, Shudra-like society, with spiritual knowledge. All of you have. Anybody who is working for enlightening the society, that's a Brahmana profession. So all of you have played the part of a role of a Brahmana, carrying the message of Srila Prabhupada to the people. And what can be there than the pure message of Srila Prabhupada presented in his books? So it's a very, very special thing. All of you were immersed in it for last about 2 months or so. Please, we are very happy to participate in this celebration concluding day and announce some of the results. I know many of you, although along with your jobs, profession, and some of you mothers, along with your duties at home, cooking, family, house, children, you went out and distributed. Srila Prabhupada will bless you immensely. Thank you all for this. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So as every year, this year too, a lot of devotees have participated in Srila Prabhupada's book marathon very enthusiastically. And as Chanjalpati Prabhu was mentioning, devotees have gone out, taken leaves. We heard many stories from different devotees taking leave from office, leave from work, and not only going out alone, but going out with their family, even going out with children. And the whole family, the whole community together has participated extremely well this year in Book Marathon. A round of applause for everybody. Prabhupada said, we must push on this literature distribution program. It is so important and a most valuable service to Krishna. In another letter, Prabhupada writes, so I am always emphasizing book distribution. It is better kirtana. It is better than chanting. Of course, chanting should not stop, but book distribution is the best kirtana. In another letter, Prabhupada writes, one Krishna book sold means we go forward one step in our Krishna consciousness. You should always remember this. So I have a slide deck here and I'll go through it. We have here some data, about the books that we all distributed, the different teams that participated, and we'll go through it one by one. So book marathon this year, the starting date was 27th November, went all till 29th Jan, approximately 9 weeks, that is 64 days in total was the total duration. And just a look at how we have been doing year on year. In the year 2017, there were 67 teams with number of participants 469. 2018, 58 teams, 429. 2019, 60 teams, 437. 2020, 43 teams, 279. That is when the COVID struck, so that was the most affected year. And 2021, 52 teams, 405. And this year, although it's the same 52 teams and a little increase in the number of participants, but we will see as we proceed the difference in the total number of books sold. So this is the first figure, Bhagavad Gita books distributed. So now we have 4 avenues of distribution. One is the devotees put together, that is called the devotee marathon teams. The second is the book sales in the VK Hill, in the HK Hill temple. The third will be the book sales in the VK Hill temple or temple sales, and one more is the online sales. So these are the different divisions. So this is the total number of Bhagavad Gita distributed by all devotees. Last year it was 22,615, and this year all the devotees have distributed 36,626 Bhagavad Gitas. This is apart from Bhagavad Gita. This is the total number of books that all the devotees have distributed. If you see this figure here, I announced Bhagavad Gita was about 36,000, and if you see here, this 36 has become 40,000 because the Krishna book has also gotten added. Mahabook is Bhagavad Gita and Krishna book is Mahabook. So 40,000 Bhagavad Gitas plus Krishna book, and these are the different books. They are all categorized based on the number of pages that each book contains. So last year all the devotees distributed 39,095 books, and this year all the devotees have distributed 53,443 books. So you see, although it's the same 52 teams, but we have distributed 37% more books from last year, 39,000 to 53,000. Srila Prabhupada writes in a letter, "My dear Shruta Devadas, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your Sankirtana newsletter." Sankirtana means the book distribution newsletters. "These statistics are very nice. I like very much to receive the report of my book sales. I think it also gives encouragement to the devotees who distribute my books, who distribute the books. Here at Mayapur, my Guru Maharaj was printing one paper. It was selling for only a few paisa. Sometimes whenever one brahmachari would go to Navadvip and sell even a few copies, I would see my Guru Maharaj become very much pleased. Even if the brahmachari was not very important member, my Guru Maharaj would become very, very pleased with him." Srila Prabhupada ki. Next, now this is the Bhagavad Gita numbers. Bhagavad Gita distributed by our temple, by all of you. I mentioned it is 36,000, this figure here on the left bottom column. And Bhagavad Gita is distributed in Hare Krishna Hill, in a Gita counter in the top, in a morning counter down, and somewhere else. That is 12,000. Bhagavad Gita distributed in VK Hill is 1,662. Bhagavad Gita online sales is 1,544. So the entire temple, all of you put together, have distributed a total of 52,373 Bhagavad Gitas. And last year, this 52,373 was actually 32,000. So last year we all distributed 32,000, and this year there has been a 60% increase in the Bhagavad Gita sales. Now, this is the final figure. All books distributed by everyone. So, devotees distributed 36,000 Bhagavad Gita plus Krishna book 40,000. Total number of books distributed by devotees are 53,000. And Hare Krishna Hill Gita counter alone has distributed 41,416 books. The Vaikuntha Hill just started, has distributed already 10,000 books. Online 1642. So you can see the power of devotees and the power of the temple. It's large figures. So totally this year we have crossed, after a first time probably, 1,06,654 books. Last year we had distributed total of 73,103, which has become 1,06,654, which is an increase of 46% from the previous year. This is a few more comparison between last year and this year, some things I mentioned. So 53,000 is the total number of books we distributed this year, and last year was 39,000. Now in terms of Lakshmi points, all the devotees put together have sold books worth 110,940,000. Last year it was 73 lakhs. And so this is about 50% increase from the last year. All the devotees have done so much. And the last two figures here, the total quantity of books distributed last year was 73,000, and this year it's 1,06,000. In terms of value, we almost touched to, maybe next year we should do it. We have distributed a total book worth 192 lakh. Last year it was 122 lakh. So this is a 57% increase from last year. If you all remember, during the Gita Jayanti, we had made an announcement when the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh ji had come and Chief Minister and many others had come, that we will be distributing, all our group temples put together will be distributing 1 lakh Bhagavad Gitas alone. So you will be happy to know that this year we have distributed, all our group temples put together have distributed 1,30,726 Bhagavad Gitas. And the total number of Bhagavad Gitas distributed by ISKCON Bangalore stands at 52,373. So almost 40% of the overall book Bhagavad Gitas distributed was done by ISKCON Bangalore. And this is the last few years, year-on-year performance, only the devotee marathon teams. 2019 we had distributed, that was just the year before COVID, we had a full marathon. It was a full-fledged marathon. 2019 we had distributed 56.74 lakhs worth of books. 2020 it came down to 42.94 lakh. 2021 73.72 lakh, and this year 110 lakh 940,000. Srila Prabhupada writes in a letter to his disciple Rameshwara, regarding sales figure, please endeavor in this way. The sales figures, this is the only solace in my life. When I hear that my books are selling so nicely, I become energetic like a young man. This is some figures on the Srila Prabhupada Leela books distributed. SP Messenger of the Supreme Lord, 49 books. What is the difficulty? 4, and few more like this, totaling a total of 85 books of Srila Prabhupada biographies and other books written by different devotees. Total number of books sold 85. And the Sing, Dance and Pray, total number of book distributed by marathon participants 69. Total number of book distributed in temple counters 83. You must be aware that this book has made big news, big waves. We have distributed This book has been, a total of more than 10,000 copies of Sing, Dance and Pray has been distributed, and this book has become the international bestseller in Amazon and in many places. National bestseller, sorry. And this is some breakup of the 1,642 books sold online. And devotees have participated in many events across the temple, across the city, and many devotees have traveled to different places in South India, to Tirupati, to Srirangam, and various other places, trying to find out where events are happening, where big festivals are happening, and that way many devotees have taken extra effort and gone out to different places and sold many books. So now coming to the result, of course, everyone who has distributed book is a winner. With every attempt that you make to distribute books, you are pleasing Prabhupada more and more. So it is not just that, but just to encourage that competitive spirit, we have these things. But everyone here who has participated in the book marathon is actually a winner. So Prabhupada writes one letter to Sri Govinda. I am most concerned that these books of mine be printed profusely and distributed all over the world, as each book has so much potency for making persons Krishna conscious. So as Chicago is one of the largest cities in the US, why not see if you can be the largest contributor to my book fund? Although I think that you have some stiff competition from Los Angeles branch. But if you can beat them, that'll be very first class. So that's just a letter to show that Srila Prabhupada also encouraged this, so that more and more books can be distributed and we can please Krishna more and more. So in the 5th position, I will now announce the scores, and I request the devotees to please come up on the stage from this end. Come up and you may receive the prizes from Sri Chanchalapati Prabhu. Thank you, Hare Krishna. I hope all the devotees are seated close, and we had announced that. So the 5th prize goes to team name Krishna Consciousness, team leader Radha Gopinath Das. And they have distributed 2,759 books totaling 7,13,458 Lakshmi points. So all the team members, please come on stage. Vasudev, Sanjay Prabhu, Hari Krishna, Shilpa Mataji, Yashoda Reddy Mataji, Naveen, Bimala Devi Dasi, and Mukundan. Very well done. Please come up on the stage to receive your appreciation award. I think some devotees have gone to Hubli Rath Yatra. They didn't want to miss the... Okay, now they have come. They should come from that side. So devotees are requested to... In the fourth position, we have team name Radharani team. Team leader Radhika Mataji. They have distributed a total of 6,084 books totaling 9,39,480 Lakshmi points. Team leaders Dhatri Devi Mataji, Prakash Mangat, Purnima Kalal, Jagdhatri Devi Mataji, Dakshi Devi Mataji, Somya Rupa Devi Mataji, Sarva Mangala Mataji and Vidya Mataji. I request the leader to escort the team, Radhika Mataji, to be in the front and followed by the team members. Big round of applause for all of them. So that was the fourth position. The third prize goes to team name Chaitanya Family. Team leader Panaga Shayana Prabhu. They have distributed 5,371 books totaling 12,01,648 Lakshmi points. Team members Narakesri Prabhu, Tamoha Krishna Prabhu, Suvrata Bhakta Prabhu, Shrikant Gotapu Prabhu, Garuda Narayan Prabhu and Bharat Pran Prabhu. Devotees, please come up and escorted by the leader. And I request the leader to please be there and help us identify the team members so that it becomes easier for us to give the certificates.
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
That is Team Chaitanya family. Thank you, Hare Krishna. The second prize goes to team name Panchajanya with team leader Kirti Krishnadas, and they have distributed 12,83,185 worth of Lakshmi points. Total number of books 4,437. If you see last three teams, the value of books have been going up, but the number of books have been coming down. It's an interesting phenomena. So the teams who have distributed more worth books have distributed higher value books, and that's how the value, total value is going up, but the book figure is the number of books are different.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
I'm sorry. The team members are Shri Purandara Das, Bhargavi Devi Dasi, Neelamadhav Das, Sita Lakshmi Devi Dasi, Pandarinath Das, Asita Das, Nalini Rani Soboro, and Brahmananda Das.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Thank you. That was Team Panchajanya with team leader Krishna Kirti Das and his team members. Now we come to the team who won the first prize, and that goes to Team Jai Jagannath. The team leader Abhiram Das, and they have distributed 5,935 books totaling 16,01,040 Lakshmi points. That's a sizable difference between the first and the second team. Team members Geeta, Rati Rupa Devi Dasi, Palika Radha Devi Dasi, Chandrasekhar, Shri Ashwin, Shri Sindhuja Devi Dasi, Shri Srinath Das and Shri Suryakant. Please come up on the stage.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare.
Big round of applause for Team Jai Jagannath.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada book distribution ki.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
This is the last year's top book distribution team versus this year top book distribution team. Last year, Team Radharani distributed a total of 5,298 and total points 13.85 lakhs, and this year it's Jai Jagannath with almost similar number of books and little more, 5,935 with 16.01 lakhs worth Lakshmi points. Prabhupada, in the year 1964, wrote a letter to Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, and this is what he wrote to him. My dear Shastri Ji, I thank you for your granting me an interview yesterday morning. If you actually want good government, not only for India, but also for all the world over, you must promote the sales of this publication. Prabhupada is writing this to the Prime Minister of India. And then he says, or you may purchase some thousands of copies of this publication of concessional rate and distribute both the same to all leading and thinking men of the world. Srimad Bhagavatam is a literature, some special literature, something that text is missing, and it is specially needed at this hour of human disparity all over the world. So Prabhupada is writing that you must distribute literature to the Prime Minister, and is saying distribute it to the leading and thinking men of the world. This is what Prabhupada desired. Now the next, we will be announcing the two best distributors from teams who have crossed 1 lakh points. Actually, it should have been 1.5 lakh points, but somehow it became like this year, so we thought we'll go ahead with it. And these two best distributors have been nominated by the team leader. And I request the devotees to please come up on the stage. It's a little big list, so I request the devotees to please come up quickly. As I keep announcing, you may keep coming in. Chandrapati Prabhu will be distributing the prizes and the certificates for this. You may please collect it from the BBT office. And this will also, we will also be mentioning the teams who fared in the order of their number of books sold. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Total 52 teams participated. And I think about 26 teams out of 52 teams have crossed 1 lakh Lakshmi points. So the first team, Jai Jagannath, led by Abhiram Das, Palika Radha Devi Dasi and Suryakant. Please come up on the stage. Two best distributors. You can see the points that they have, the total value of books that they have sold in points is also mentioned here. So this will give you an idea of how the teams have done. Next, Panchajanya team led by Kirti Krishna Das, Neelamadhav Das and Pandarinath Das. Please come up in the sequence in which the names are being called. Thank you. Third, Chaitanya family, Chandrasekhar V, Parameshwar and Chandrasekhar V and Parameshwar Krishnadas. These two devotees have, in the estimation of the team leader, are the best distributors. Of course, I'm sure the teams would have had a hard time to select the two best distributors. I am personally aware of some situation where the devotees felt that they wanted to nominate 4 or 5 devotees as the best distributors and not just 2, and it's like doing injustice to the other team members, but then that's how it is. Then number 4, Radharani team leader Radhika Mataji, 2 best distributors Prakash Mangat and Dhatri Devi Dasi. Please continue to clap for all these devotees who have put in their efforts for distributing book. Number 5, Krishna consciousness team, Radha Gopinath Das, Yashoda Reddy and Bimala Devi Dasi, the 2 best distributors. Number 6, Tirumala, team leader Bala Govinda Das. Total books worth 5,97,200 Lakshmi points. Kamalapati Das and Lakshmi. Please come up on the stage. Next, Srinivas Govinda team, Raghupati Raghav Das with team leaders Manjunath Reddy and Raghupati Raghav Das. Next, Harinam Sankirtan team with team leader Govinda Kirtan Das, 2 best distributors Sri Narendra and Sri Vinayaka. Total of 4,24,764 Lakshmi points.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Next, we move on. Team 9th position goes to Temple Bells team led by Shama Krishna Das with 2 best distributors, Srimati Sandhya Rani Mataji and Srimati Padmini Varanasi Mataji. Please come up on the stage. Number 10, Hare Krishna Hare Rama team, Mitravinda Devi Dasi. Total points 2,55,989 with Ramamai Devi Dasi and Rammurthy Sri Rammurthy as the 2 best distributors. Please come up on the stage. Team 11, Kirtaniya Sadahari, team leader Anand Dham. Please continue clapping for all the devotees. Team number 11, Kirtaniya Sadahari, Anand Dham as team lead, Geetesh Baka and Mohan Murari as the 2 best distributors. Team 12, Ram Lakshman from Hospet, team led by Ishwara Puri Das, Nareshwar Das and Manjari Devi Dasi as the 2 best distributors. Number 13, Panchatattva team with team lead as Ramanisha Das, 2 best distributors Krishna Kripa Das and Kesari Nandan Das. Number 14, Gokula, team led by Raghav Pandit Das, 2 best distributors Sri Madhu and Srimati Dhana Lakshmi. Total points 2,06,070. Team 15, all A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada from Bellary, led by Ishwara Puridas again, he led two teams, 2,04,130 points. Viru Prakashaya and Sadashiva Das as two best distributors. Team 16, Srila Prabhupada Anugas, Sunanda Haridas, led by Sunanda Haridas, total value of books 2,895 Lakshmi points. Two best distributors, Sharan Narayana Das and Subandhu Krishna Das. Team 17, Jai Sachinandan is the team name. Team lead, Sanatan Govinda Das. Total points 1,85,475 with two best distributors, Dhanashekar and Lohit P. Team 18, KGF, Lord Krishna's Friend is the team name, led by Govinda Kirtan Das. Total value of books 1,69,514 Lakshmi points. Jairam and Ramesh as the team leads. Team 19, Sri Radha Damodar Sankirtan Party, team lead Surya Kala Mataji, two best distributors Sheetal Mataji and Chandra Rupa Devi Dasi. Team 20, Prabhupada Soldiers, Sunanda Haridas, led by Sunanda Haridas. Two best distributors, Virana and Anjana Sutadas. Total of 1,50,000 Lakshmi points. Team 21, Srila Prabhupada Sena, led by Sunanda Haridas. So he's led two teams. I heard he led three teams, I heard. Total points 1,42,303. Team best distributors Mahesh and Rajesh Acharya. Number 22, Sudarshan. Team name Sudarshan, led by Sanatan Dham Das. Total value 1,20,700 Lakshmi points. Two best distributors Govardhan and Krishna Kumar. Team 23, Brihat Sankirtan. Team lead Sukumar Krishna Das. 1,20,287, just a few hundred rupees difference. Pallavi Bobadi and Srinivas Bobadi as the two best distributors. Yoga Narsimha, team number 24, Raghukul Nandan Das, led by him. Points 1,18,418. Muthu Krishnan and Shivaraman as the two best distributors. Team 25 is our NEEF team, National Institute of Value Education, led by R. Yadushaila. Two best distributors, Shushma Bhushan Mataji and Vanita C.V. Mataji. Team 26, big round of applause for all the devotees. Team 26, Bhakta Hanuman, led by again Raghukul Nandan Das, 1,06,051 Lakshmi points, and with team leaders Mithun Prabhu and Jadeswami Prabhu. So these are the 26 teams who sold more than 1 lakh worth of books, 1 lakh Lakshmi point worth of books, and a wonderful performance by all of them. We have 10 more minutes remaining. I request all the devotees to please stay back and clap and encourage all the participants. It will be nice if you can stay back till the end of the program. Thank you. The next category is all the sets put together, all the Bhagavatam set, Chaitanya Charitamrita set in different languages, and this prize goes to team Kirtaniya Sadahari. They have distributed a total of 27 sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavatam. Team lead Anandadam, Sri Anandadam, please come up on the stage, and Anandam Das, and along with the team members, all the team members can come up. Krishna Raval, Mohan Murari, Geetesh Maka, Rahul Digwal, Mayank, Naveen, Bhaskar and Deep. Please come up on the stage and receive your prizes. A big round of applause for this team for having distributed the maximum number of sets. Mahaprabhu.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
This is a comparison of the teams who have been consistently in the top 5 or top 10 for the last 3 years. Jai Jagannath team, last 3 years, first, second, first. Radharani team, last 3 years, second, first and fourth. Chaitanya family, third, fifth and third. Panchajanya, 9th, 4th and second. Harinam Sankirtan, 4th, 12th and 8th. And Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, 5, 10 and 10. Big round of applause for all these teams. Very dedicated and devoted. All these years they have been putting in a lot of effort. Prabhupada says, yes, try to encourage book distribution as much as possible. Books are the basis of our movement. Now, book distribution is not just restricted to these 2 months. Of course, 2 months is a special force and a special effort, so it's book marathon. But we have been encouraging devotees to distribute books all throughout the year. Somehow due to COVID, it had again taken a little backseat. Now we want to revive that. So last year, many devotees did participate in distributing books all throughout the year, even outside these 2 months. So now we have the scores. We would like to encourage these devotees, and I would like to mention and request all the devotees to continue with your book distribution even beyond these 2 months. May not be at the same scale, to a lesser degree, because I understand all of you have your different other engagements, but it's good if we can do it all throughout the year. So the third prize goes to team Vraja, led by Suchandra Gaurdas. Total books distributed 76,394. Number of books distributed close to 1,000, with team leaders Kishore, Ramakrishnan, Maharathi Das, Payal, Vaishnav Pran Das, Nitya Rupa Devi Dasi, Sunita Jaiswal, Shema Krit and Narayan Das. They weren't informed that they were, I don't know whether they are there or not. Then the second prize goes to team Hare Krishna Hare Rama, team leader Mitravinda Devi Dasi. Points 1,18,325. Number of book distributed 869. Yes, Mataji, please. Team leaders Lokabandhu Das, Ganga Maya Devi Dasi, Dr. Shobha, Radha Venkatesh Padma and Ram Murthy. Please come up with your team members, whoever are present. Otherwise, prizes.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
You can. The names are displayed here. Please come up.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. And the first prize for whole year book marathon goes to Team Radharani, who stood fourth this year too. Team leader Bhava Bhakti Devi Dasi. Total books worth 2,03,991. Book distributed 1,01,188. Team members Jagdhatri Devi Dasi, Mangat Prakash, Leelavati Devi Dasi, Purnima K, Sindhu, Dhatri Devi Dasi, Anita and Vrisha. Request Bhava Bhakti Mataji and other team members to please come up on the stage and receive their prizes. A big round of applause. They have done book distribution all throughout the year and have stood first.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Big round of applause for this team. Yes. Srila Prabhupada book distribution ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. So this is the summary, whole year marathon, first team, second team and third team with their points. So total, the entire year marathon, 3,001 books were distributed all throughout the year with about 4 lakh Lakshmi points. Prabhupada writes in a letter, go on selling books, that is my desire. So with this we almost come to a close. And now I would like to appreciate the ones who have also put in a lot of effort. The entire Krishna Ashriya team, book marathon, they did 52,000 worth books. The entire Krishna Ashriya team was led by Mahaprabhu Gauranga Das. He is here. And the entire team of the entire Touchstone Foundation team, who were busy procuring the books and ensuring that we don't run out of stocks and taking care of all these things, stock, supply, books. The entire team led by Ratnangada Govinda Prabhu, and he's also here. And under Ratnangada Govinda, so all of you must have found it very smooth and easy to access the team and to get the books right from early morning till late night. They were all available. So under Ratnangada Govinda Prabhu, there were a team of about 30 staff who were behind this entire management. Ratnangada and Pradipta Narasimha, Pradipta Narasimha too. So they are here. So the team members are Venkatesh N, who was at sales and back office, Ranganath BS in purchase, and Madhu NM stores, the three main people. Please come forward. And these are the other devotees of the back end special efforts. So please keep coming on the stage. Wonderful service all of you have done. A big round of applause. They are the ones who have made this event happen. And Samal K in sales, Hare Krishna Hill and VK Hill. Samal K, Mahadev Swami, Krishnan Ji, Santosh P, Harish Kumar B, Sampat Kumar Ji, Praveena S, Bharat L, Rangaswamy J, Nagesh HS, Hanumant Raj K, Uday Kumar Sanu, Sunil Prem Kumar, Manjunath H, Sunil Kumar M, K. Kusum Madhara, Shivaraju P, Raghupati D, Purchase Stores and Quality, Nagaraj K, Krishna R, Uchirappa, Shivakumar M, Chetan, Pujari Fakirappa, Sunil, Sudhakar HR, Anant, Santosh, Manjunath, Aravind, Pampati, and Holia Marathon, Krishnan Ji and Harish Kumar B. I have one more announcement to make.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
managing sales of 1 lakh books is not an ordinary task, so you can imagine the amount of effort these people would have put in to manage the inventory, to manage the accounts, to manage the delivery, to ensure that the books are reaching on time in different locations, different venues. So a lot of hard work this entire team has put in, working overtime practically almost all the days. A big round of applause for this wonderful team.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada Book Marathon ki. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
For everyone's kind information, our devotees in the ashram, when devotees join the temple, they are all very young devotees, 1 month in the ashram, 2 months. So we had made a small team with devotees who have joined the ashram from just 1 month to about 6 months or 7 months, and they too have gone out for book distribution during the last 2 months. And you'll be surprised to know that these young devotees, less than a year, they have also sold books totaling 6,905 books, a value of 8,25,000 Lakshmi points. And this was led by Hari Bhakta Prabhu, and along with him Madhavendra Prabhu and Lakshminath Prabhu. So our temple Bhakta team has also stood in the first 5 position. The last quote, Prabhupada is writing, "The reports of increased book sales all over the world gives me so much pleasure. I thank you very much for your very determined efforts to push on this movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu." Srila Prabhupada ki. Now Ravi would like to say, you want to say something? Ratnangada? Pradipta Narsimha. Pradipta would like to speak a few words. And okay, prize to all those who stayed back till the end is what Chanilpati Prabhu is saying. So this is your prize. Prabhupada is writing, actually one should try to serve Krishna to his or her full capacity without thought of reward. Service is itself the reward. Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Mukam Kurati Vachalam Pangum Langhetigirim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Deenataranam. On behalf of entire fraternity of Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON Bangalore, I stand before you today to express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who have participated in Srila Prabhupada's Book Marathon 2022-23. This event has been a true testament to the strength of our community and our shared devotion to Srila Prabhupada and his teachings. I would like to extend my sincerest thanks to the organizers of this event, namely the GBC, Temple President His Grace Madhu Pandit Prabhu, Senior Vice President His Grace Chanchalapati Prabhu, Vice President His Grace Vasudev Keshav Prabhu. I request for a big round of applause for their being the inspiration and guiding light to us in our service to Srila Prabhupada. My heartfelt gratitude also to Mahaprabhu Gauranga Prabhu, heading Krishnashray Department, Shri Vigraha Prabhu and Brajeshwara Prabhu, heading Folk Department, Shamwala Prabhu, heading Krishna Life Department, and Bhaktilata Mataji, heading Sadhika Department, for giving their heart and soul to this marathon and making it a record-breaking marathon. I would also like to thank the team of devotees from Brahmacharya Ashram who participated in the book marathon headed by Hari Bhakta Prabhu. Many thanks to Bhaktilata Mataji and Chamari Mataji for their guidance on various graphic design activities for banners and posters. A big round of applause for all these devotees who have been the pillars of this book marathon. I would also like to express my gratitude to His Grace Ratnangada Govinda Prabhu and staff of BBT and TSF Gifts Division who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a success. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in making this marathon an unforgettable experience for all of us. The paper rates have skyrocketed and there is acute shortage of printing papers. Despite that, the team made sure that we get sufficient stock of books by their meticulous planning and right decisions at right time. Except for few books which were beyond their control, they made sure that all the books were available for the book distributors and also in many cases delivered them to their doorsteps. I request a big round of applause for the entire BBT and TSF team headed by Ratnangada Prabhu. Now I would like to extend my gratitude to all the book distributors who are the integral part and parcel of this journey of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. Your commitment and enthusiasm have inspired us all and made this event truly special. Your dedication towards the dissemination of Srila Prabhupada's teachings are truly inspiring. We cannot thank you enough in these 5 minutes of vote of thanks. Even days or weeks will not be sufficient to hear and acknowledge your extraordinary efforts to please Srila Prabhupada. Without caring for the society, family, friends, without caring whether you had your prasadam or not. One thing I can say is that every sacrifice you have made your money, personal inconvenience is noted by Srila Prabhupada. A big round of applause to all the warriors of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
I would like
Hare
Chanchalpati Prabhu to speak a few concluding words.
Concluding words. Thank you all for staying this long. Thank you for the book distribution. Now you may go for prasadam. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Prabhupada Book Marathon ki, Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrindi ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you, Hare Krishna.